Hi guys. So today, because I'm doing Google Expeditions with groups, your lesson comes in the form of a video. So we're going to talk about analyzing images, and we're going to look at your analyzing images Aztec drawing assignment. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to talk first about archaeologists and what they do. So an archaeologist is a person who studies human history and prehistory through the excavation of sites and the analysis of artifacts and other physical remains. So that's kind of a heavy definition. So big idea, okay? You're going to study history and prehistory. So history has to be written down. If it's not written down, it's prehistory. And that's really what the skills that you're working on right now. You're looking at analyzing. So there we've got analysis, which goes with analyzing. How do we analyze artifacts, or we're going to do images, so other physical remains. And we've played this game before when we learned about win and whim, and you're going to use the same strategy. So you guys might remember the axe head, where we pointed out features, and we used those to figure out that it was indeed an axe head. So we've got an Aztec drawing here, or rather a couple drawings, modern drawings as well as historical drawings. And so what you guys are going to do is you're going to notice something. So win, what I notice. So I notice this object in his hand. Now you're going to be more specific about that. What is that object? You guys have some background knowledge. This is not an unfamiliar object. You've learned about it before. So what does that tell you? So you're looking for, what does that tell me about the Aztecs? What does that tell you about what this guy does for a living? Okay, or maybe you pick something else out in the picture and decide what that tells you. So you're going to do 2 of those per drawing. So I notice this, it tells me this. I notice this, it tells me this. Or I notice this, it tells me this. I notice this, it tells me this. Okay, 2 things per drawing. So I'm going to do a little practice, but I'm going to use a different picture because you guys have, I want you to get to do that on your own a little bit. So I picked out this picture, and it was, a little grainy, but I noticed that an artist had kind of made a nicer version, or cleared it up a little bit. So we're going to use the one that's a little more clear. Okay, so I'm going to start with my notice. I noticed that this guy is sitting on a throne. What does that tell me? So what does that mean? That tells me that he's probably their leader and that he's important. Okay, I could even really impress my teacher by saying that tells me he's an autocrat, or he runs an autocracy. Okay, I don't know if he inherited power, so I don't know that he's a king. I don't know if he has absolute control over their lives, so I can't call him a dictator. All I know is that there's one leader sitting on a throne, so I say this is an autocracy. Okay, so more impressive if you use some background knowledge to tell me a little bit about what you see. I also see that there are suns on his throne, and that maybe there's a sun up here. So that means to me that they maybe worship the sun or really value the sun. Okay, it has importance to them. Okay, I see that this man is holding a cross in his hand. That means to me that he's probably a religious figure, maybe a priest. Okay, I see that these guys are they're dressed differently, and they're kind of hiding over here, and they look like soldiers. So maybe that means to me, because they're wearing armor, that maybe they're going to attack, because why else would you hide unless maybe you're going to attack? So it's just, what do you see? What does it mean to you? That's all you're doing. Don't make it super hard. Okay, then when you're doing your assignment, I want you to play a game. So your game is going to be called The Last Word, and you want to see who gets the last word. So the way it works is you can alternate. One of you points out something you see. So you say, I see this object. And then you stop there and you let your partner tell you what they think it means. And you don't show them your answer. So I see this. They tell you what they think it means. And then you let them know whether you agreed or disagreed. Okay? And so you get more than one idea, more than one perspective on maybe what you're seeing. Okay? So decide your win and whim quietly on your own, and then talk to your partner and find out, or your whole group, and find out what they thought. And you guys can either come to a consensus, or maybe you agree to disagree and you all write something different down, but share the ideas that way. So instead of telling them what you think it means, let them tell you, even if they didn't do that object on their own. Okay? Good luck with your assignment. Have fun. Let's see if I didn't stop my video, just stopped sharing my screen, I think. Yeah. So good luck. Have fun.